How's it going, guys? Today's video is going to be a little different than usual. I'm going to be showcasing an excerpt from my commentary at EGLX 2018. This took place back in March 2018, so this is actually before I became dedicated with my YouTube. If anything, this is what inspired me to kick off my videos and to become more dedicated. This gave me an opportunity to cast with Walshy, Wonderboy, and Nighty Night, which was amazing. All three of these guys were great casters. This is a smaller scale tournament that took place in Toronto, Canada. It does feature Snipedown, L-Town, Suspector, and Spartan, so there's some big names in here still. Now, in this excerpt, you're going to see me casting a set with Wonderboy, and you guys know I love to give big shoutouts on this channel, but I got a massive shoutout for Wonderboy. It was amazing casting with him. He is very intelligent, he's very talented at casting, and he's funny too. He's great at like injecting humor into his casting, which I thought was amazing. And one of the biggest things about him is he's actually a great guy outside of casting. It was such a privilege to be able to talk and interact with these guys outside of the actual casting and get to know them as people. Wonderboy is an amazing person. You guys have to follow Wonderboy if you don't follow him already. His Twitter and his Twitch are going to be in the description below. This guy is going to be at NOLA. He's one of the broadcasting talent members at NOLA, so give him your support, especially in that Twitch chat. I'm so excited for NOLA. Unfortunately, I can't make it, guys. I'll talk about that in a second. Now, as far as this casting goes, I want you guys to know that this is my first attempt at casting a real HCS, or not HCS, a real Halo event. Before this, the only experience that I had was a couple tries at a Microsoft Store tournament locally, and most of that casting was by myself, so I'm not used to casting with somebody else. I need to basically take into consideration things like tempo and learning to play off the other individual. There's a lot of things I can learn from this, but if anything, I would love your feedback. If there's things that you guys saw in this that you want me to change and fix and improve upon, I would gladly add that for the next opportunity that I get to cast. Now, unfortunately, I can't make it to NOLA, which is super upsetting, and I'm booked. I'm working all freaking weekend long, which I'm so frustrated about, but I will be watching and I will be uploading content for NOLA, guaranteed. I'm so excited for the event. And one thing, and I can't do it this weekend, but one thing I plan to do in the future is host a Twitch show, either happening simultaneously with the event, like a halftime show maybe, or what I would do is like a post show. So the event would finish and then I would stream my Twitch live and we would go back through the event and find the biggest highlights and just talk about them in detail and you know, learn about the game and get excited about the game for the next day of the event. I think that would be a great way to add to the excitement and add to the event. What do you guys think about me doing something like that? I know they're going to be announcing like a fall season finals at NOLA apparently, so I think that's a great place for me to apply that type of a stream. Of course, I got plenty of content ideas planned in between, but anyway, check out this casting. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you're not too mean, but feel free to give me any criticism you would like, and I will gladly appreciate that. I will see you guys around. Thank you for checking out the video. I'll see you guys around.
And we are back at EGLX 2018 live. I'm Shy, joined with Wonderboy.
Hi.
We are back at it. We got some big games coming up. We've already had some big games today. Some fun matches to cast, but we're looking at two new teams in the roster. What do we got here today?
Halo 6 Hurry versus Paradise,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah, this is going to be a really good game because...
Is it not
Paradise?
Psychopath.
Psychopath, that's the one. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting team names mixed up over here.
So many
but
teams here.
Important thing for you guys to know, winner of this game wins the entire pool.
Right.
So, very important game right here. A lot of marbles on the line. Obviously, Halo 6 Hurry being the team that a lot of people expect to win this series and win the entire event. So this is going to be tough for Psychopaths to come out on top.
Right, and I'm sure you guys already know Halo 6 Hurry is comprised of some amazing Halo players, world-renowned Halo players. It's a combination of basically two rosters, Reciprocity and the new Elevate squad, coming together, where you have Snipedown, Spartan, and then Suspector and L-Town.
Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy team. You guys can see the game types on your screen at the moment. Colosseum, Campsite Flag is how we're kicking this one off. And honestly, it's going to be tough to take down Halo 6 Hurry at this tournament.
It is, but if there are any teams that show some promise, this team definitely does. This French team here, which completely unexpected. I mean, I know they were traditionally Earthroot Gaming at a previous event. Yeah. Coming back here, changing their title. They've been together for a long time, so a lot of synergy between these players, and we'll see what they could do. They actually 3-0'd STD. Yeah. Exactly, Set to Destroy.
I was casting that series actually earlier today.
There you go.
And Crexy was a man that was going off, so I would love to see as much of his point of view as we can during this series. But yeah, Halo 6 Hurry, like it's two sets of pro duos, essentially. And
yeah, exactly.
When you come out to an event like this, which is, to be fair, like a community, small-based event, I mean, you're probably not going to be able to take down some of the best players in the world unless you are really well drilled as a squad. And that's what I'm looking for out of this Psychopaths team. They looked really on point, on the same page earlier on against Set to Destroy. So we'll see if they can do that when they're going up against high-level competition in some of the best players in the world.
Right, and like you said, this is a combination of two high-level duos. We're seeing that right now as they collapse on the enemy team, getting the slays they need for an early grab on the flag right here. But look at the patience, making sure that you have all of the slays that they need to get. And this flag already being run across the map. There's one player there trying to cut him off. We'll see what he can do to stop him, but look at the teamwork as these players come in. Oh, actually, though, the return, they got it.
Low Kazo, that was such a well-played flank from him. He actually went straight through the maze, saw the player running the flag. It was actually L-Town who was running the flag. Obviously, a bit of a miscommunication there between some of the best players in the world on a Halo 6 hurry, and it's Low Kazo who goes in, takes down the flag carrier, and in the end gets the return as well. So a bit of miscommunication right there early on here from Halo 6 hurry.
It actually looked like they hurried up a little bit too much, that being L-Town specifically, who ran ahead of the squad, too far ahead to the point where he got snagged and the other teammates couldn't come in to collapse in time. Yeah,
it was a shame right there, and that's something that the Psychopaths will be looking to try and capitalize on right here. I mean, you can see Snipedown, who are on point of view with right here. He's honestly playing this slow and cautious, waiting for his teammates. And the problem right here is Spartan picks up a triple, actually. 4 down, go down for the Psychopaths. All the while, L-Town was already pulling the flag. So this is going to be 1-0 to Halo 6 Hurry, even though L-Town is going to drop that flag. It was a shame, honestly, that none of the players from the Psychopaths had any idea that L-Town was in their own base, because all the while Spartan was picking up that triple, right? It was so easy for L-Town to run the flag early. When Spartan gets the first slay, L-Town's immediate reaction is, okay, I'm going to surprise them. I'm already behind them. I can start running this flag now. And by the time that the Psychopaths even realized, L-Town was halfway across the map and Spartan was putting up a triple.
Right. He was already there. And it was just all the teammates staying alive, too. Even Snipedown surviving as long as he did was unbelievable. Getting that cap, though. And right now, Kazo putting in some work and some damage, trying to move up, but he can't. These players are stuck in the back of blue base, and this is kind of a rough first start here, as Wino manages to grab his kill with the help of Crexy right there. Still going to get crossed by that sneaky angle all the way up on the top catwalk over there.
Yeah, rockets came up. It was L-Town to grab those. There you go. Double from him. Could be a triple if he wants to focus on slays, but L-Town seems to be the person on this Halo 6 Hurry squad that has been primarily focusing on the objective. I had the pleasure of playing against him in the All-Star game yesterday. He was a pretty formidable opponent, man. So if you have someone like that, who unfortunately can't put the flag in. I'm not sure who that was. That was actually going to be Darkski right there with the return. That's huge. Yeah, 5 seconds till Snipe comes up here, Alex. And L-Town, great player, great individual, but it looks like, again, his primary focus is going to be that objective.
Right, right. So Darcy with the absolute clutch return. But doesn't matter, though, as Spartan rallies this flag across the map. Looks like they're going for another return, but remember, the power weapon's so important. Eric, Snipedown, taking advantage of this sniper. He's going to look across the map. A little bit too late to stop the flag, but with this sniper, he can exert so much pressure on the blue side. We're seeing that now as he ducks down. Wise decision right here, because he can get to a better vantage point where he can really rip some heads off. We're going to wait to see what Snipedown can do as he focuses attention to the blue flag.
Yeah, when I was playing against him yesterday in the All-Star game, one thing that is really underrated about Snipedown's performance when he has the snipe in his hands is how elusive he really is. I mean, we were playing against him on Halo 3 game types, and he can hit shots for days, but it's trying to shut him down. The escape routes and the positions that he takes when he has this weapon is just so key.
Oh my god!
And he can even hit flashy shots like those. Even if he didn't hit that shot on Darkski, he was already in bottom middle away from any danger. Almost another double, but yeah, this man's a machine.
Snipedown putting on a clinic, falling and tagging that guy in the face with the no-scope. Absolutely stunning play, really, from Snipedown right now. And a couple more shots in the chamber, 3 to be precise, but he's going to drop it below the blue bridge. And I really hope that Psychopath grabs it. They got it. So we'll see what they can do as they rally that over to the fountain. Meanwhile, the Rockets in control of Kazo as he makes his way over to the elbow here. This is a perfect opportunity to grab a kill, not killing himself, almost dying by the nade that gets dropped behind, though. He still has a rocket in the chamber. So this is great. He can really start to run this flag right now. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah, a bit of a problem is in the fact that he pushed him from elbow side. That's going to give some of the Halo 6 Hurry players some favorable spawns over here at Snipe. That's going to make them so much more difficult to take down with these power weapons. Wino had Snipe. We saw Low Kazo, who just went down while pulling that flag. He had rockets. They were out of ammo, and throwing flag up right here, it's a decent position for the flag to be in, but at the same time, you have to make sure you get slays right here. You can't go for this flag while all of Halo 6 Hurry are alive, so this next round of slays going to be vital. It's Halo 6 Hurry with the first one, the second one as well, and it's going to be 3 down here for the Psychopaths as the return comes in.
Oh my god, Suspector did not let up in any of that. Did you see his play on top catwalk, ducking and weaving, managing to stay alive and putting in the pressure on the side of Rockets? That flag is still being rallied. We can see the player through the cam there on the side, making his way over to get that cap, and it may be a cap right now, but that player's being collapsed on. I think they can get the return.
Yeah,
we'll see if we can get a reversal run here. Actually, oh my god, what are these grenades coming in from the side of H6 Hurry? I don't agree with the collapse from Psychopath, using all of their resources right there to jump on the flag, and instead we have a cap. They managed to snag it 2-0.
Yeah, I think it was the right idea to try and double hop the return, because it returns so fast when you have 2 players on that, but it didn't look like any of them any of the 2 players were actually within radius to try and get that return. I mean, they actually had 3 players there, so if all 3 of them jump on that return, fair enough, they'll all go down from that nade that was thrown by a Halo 6 Hurry member, but the flag will be returned to home. So yeah, a bit of a shame right there. I think they probably could have got the return, but as the 6-minute mark has approached, it's Sniper going into the hands of the Psychopaths, and as we see here, Spartan here with the Rockets as well.
He is being so aggressive despite the fact that there's 4 players here. The Sniper in the cave, but these teammates working together to collapse on the cave. It looks like they took out the Sniper. These players being taken down in blue base as well, and we're seeing the flag being run for the 3rd time and potentially the last time right now as it goes through Sniper. All these players caught underneath the blue base. Sparty taking advantage of everyone with a double kill in that quick no-scope to close out these players. I don't see this being, I don't see them getting, god.
That's it.
Sparty's just too good right now.
As Dark Sky goes down, that's the game. That's it.
I mean, the game.
The final flag will go in, Halo 6 Hurry. That was, it was pretty simple, to be honest with you. I mean, 3-0. There were some interesting fights, and Psychopaths made it pretty close in that game, but the 3-0 in the end made it a pretty comfortable scoreline for Halo 6 Hurry. Would love to see some of the slays. I mean, we saw Spartan and Snipe Down definitely putting up some of the big numbers, and in fact, Suspect, who we didn't really get to see much of his point of view during the game. Though. He was playing really well that game. I mean, 19 kills most in the game, and the thing that really stands out between the 2 teams, in my opinion, is that assist column. It's just night and day when you look at the 2 teams.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just the amount of synergy between these members on the US side, you can see that 15 assists, 13 assists, 12 assists, everybody in the double digits for the most part, and the accuracy, of course, coming in, something to be expected of these top players. Just unbelievable work. Though, you know, the blue team, that being Psychopath, did kind of hold their own in certain situations. I feel like overall they struggled. They were under too much pressure. But some of the return caps that we had, like the returns that were super clutch, especially from Darkski at one point, returning it, almost running it as well. So they have opportunities. They just can't seem to take advantage of them and actually convert them into points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I'm being told apparently it's Dark Sky. I would have said
Dark Sky.
I would have said Dark Ski.
Yeah, I mean, I said that at first in my own defense, and you corrected me as Dark Ski.
I never corrected you. I just went with my own thing. Okay, but I feel like if it was Dark Sky, you should have a capital S in there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's Dark Ski.
Just separate the 2 words,
exactly,
maybe.
Yeah.
But like, then you look at a name like Wino, which is it you know?
Is it
Eno?
Is
Eno?
it Wino?
How do I pronounce it right? But then when you look at his tag, Wino kind of gives it away for you, so that's what we're going to go with.
To be honest with you, I feel like Canada needs to step up their game tag game. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, well, these guys, you know, they do speak a different language, so maybe they have different forms of creativity with which to draw their names from.
Yeah, I mean, so, the Psychopaths coming all the way from Quebec, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that's true. French gamer tags. They're kind of crazy, but the map layout is up on the screen right now. Truth Slayer is going to be game number 2. Halo 6 Hurry making a very easy affair of game number 1. Coliseum capture the flag, and Truth Slayer is a game type that, while she touched upon yesterday, it's more likely that a team that is less favored to win in a series will win a game on a Slayer, because Slayers, all you have to worry about is outslaying the other team. You have to focus on kills, focus on the 1 power-up here on this map.
Right.
It's possible, in my opinion, that Psychopaths could take this away from Halo 6 Hurry. I mean, they are essentially they're a pickup squad, so there are definitely instances where communication may be a problem for them, as they are still, you know, getting to know how each other's play styles play with each other, and it's about whether or not H6 Hurry, they can pin Psychopaths in certain areas that they want to. I know, obviously, playing against L-Town, Spartan, and Snipedown yesterday on this game type, they were pinning me exactly where they wanted me at the Carbine Tower. We'll see if they can do that against this more well-drilled Psychopaths team.
Right, and oh my god, the perfect shots from Snipedown coming in as he controls P2 at this point. And it's interesting because as you were speaking earlier, the blue team actually did take the camo to start the game, so they had a huge precedent coming into it, but ultimately didn't convert into anything. Only 2 kills on the board for Psychopath. Meanwhile, 8 and counting as this quickly snowballs out of control and they collapse on the blue base. And that's the thing about Truth, is this map is so easy to understand. The moment you get those slays, it's very easy to predict where these players are going to end up, and you can see these top USA champions just collapsing. They know exactly where to look as he lays these perfect shots into the car. This is why you have to pick up the TAC Magnum. This thing is so underrated. It just fires shots precisely across the map.
Yeah, so good at long range because you get a little bit of extra smart scope distance. A lot of people don't realize this. You actually get a 2x scope as opposed to the 1.5x scope you get with the normal Magnum. So not only that, in smart scope, you don't actually see the gun in your peripheral vision. So almost makes it a lot easier to concentrate on those cross-map shots, as Snipedown here going for a double won't get it. But yeah, I really like the use of the tactical Magnum there from Snipedown, and it's paying dividends right now, 16-4.
Yep, and the nice silenced pistol shots too as he pokes him with that, and he again just manages to take out the kill as well in the bottom of Car. Meanwhile, Snipedown, knowing these players coming from Car, continuing to collapse in top mid, which is one of the best vantage points to have control of. And I love this use of the clamber here, reminiscent of somebody like Shotzi, who would take advantage of all the angles on the map. I can't believe he pulled that into a headshot.
Yeah, here's the problem though. I mean, it's good that they had Suspect over at Pink Tower, otherwise it would have been Psychopaths spawning over at Pink for this camouflage coming up. You can see Wino there trying to move to Pink 1 for that power-up. That's just appeared on the map, but really good job of Snipedown recognizing exactly where the enemy team has spawned. And this isn't even fair. L-Town just grabbed the camouflage thanks to that fantastic play from Snipedown. They have 5 times the score of the enemy team right now.
It's almost as if this man turned on the Promethean vision. He's seeing these things through walls preemptively because he is a laser across the map, just picked up a killing frenzy. 27-5.
Oh my.
What is happening in this game right now? I do not think Psychopath even has a chance at this point unless something crazy happens to reverse it, but Wino not even looking the correct direction. He's going to get shot in the back of the head and taken out for free.
I can empathize with Psychopaths right now. I had to play against 3/4 of this H6 Hurry squad on this game type yesterday. I felt like a fish out of water, man. I see Truth as one of my best maps. It's just 1 versus 1, essentially, pistol. It's just you and your pistol and a camouflage every 2 minutes. I felt pretty much at home, and these guys were still making me look silly on this game type. So I can empathize a little bit. I mean, just look at this kill feed. Dude, it's 35-6 right now. My question is there a goose loose?
There very well may be. And we do, and we look at the scoreboard, there's an entire goose loose in every single category. We've got 0-0-0.
We've got to go over to Wino for the rest of the game. We have to find him.
That can't even be true, though. They should show the deaths, right?
Nah, it's just Wino. We got to see if Wino can get a kill until the end of the game. I mean, we don't want to see H6 hurry at this point.
We're going to watch Wino.
We have to stay on his point of view for the rest of the game.
Yep. Oh, man, don't choke, buddy. All the pressure is on as he's on top blue right now, and he's going to get taken out by a nade, unfortunately.
Stay with him. We got to stick with him. 42-7. He has 8 kills left in the game before, you know, the goose is going to be loose. I mean, you hate to see it on a map like Truth. And he goes down again. These nades, they just are tracking him, dude.
Dude, H6 Hurry, like, he literally just spawned, and a nade flies across the map, lands in his face. Like, I can only imagine the frustration.
3 kills. If he dies right here, he's goosed. Because only 3 kills to go. He's just trying to find someone weak.
And he can't even pressure right now. So they're pushing up on Pink right now. He's got teammates to help him. This is the opportunity to get a kill.
This is it right here, bro. You got this. Let's go,
Wino! A double, get a double. Oh, he could have had that double opportunity.
Is safe. Good job, Wino. Proud of you, dude.
At the very end.
At the very end.
Wait, it's okay. You know what? What am I looking at right now? Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong board. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the observer for some reason.
For some reason, the observer is in the scoreboard. It's tripping me out. But 1 in 13, so he was almost goosed, and he did it, and he did it on the stream. So you have accomplished your goal, buddy. Good stuff, Wino. At least being on the board.
Snipedown had a running riot.
Oh my God!
I think he went like 16-1 in the end. 16-2, excuse me. But with those 11 assists as well, let's check out his damage dealt if we could, because that's got to be off the charts. I mean, yeah, 2,100 and most in the game by far.
Yeah.
he was hitting some really critical cross-map shots on that map, and it was just fantastic to see the disparity between the two teams.
And the thing is, as a viewer, you look at this and you're like, oh my god, you know, H6 Fury, they're so good, and the other team must be so bad, like they're just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
But you don't realize Halo at this level, okay? These players individually, I guarantee you they are very, very good players. They may even all be champion ranked in all of their respective playlists, but you don't see that in a competitive game, because when you have such team synergy like H6 Hurry does, they can completely collapse and destroy you despite the fact that you're an amazing individually skilled player.
Yeah, and the difference between the two teams on that map was the fact that H6 Hurry knew exactly where Psychopaths were going to be at all times.
Yeah.
This next game time coming up, Empire Strongholds, is very, very similar to that. Pro players in Halo 6, in Halo 5, or the players on Halo 6. Yeah, we haven't quite got it yet. But the pro players on Halo 6 Hurry, they are going to be knowing exactly where the Psychopaths are going to be, reminiscent to that Truth Slayer game that we just played here on Empire Strongholds. So it's going to be really tough for them to get a point on the board here on Empire Strongholds.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be a struggle. They need map control for even a fraction of a second just to get that point, and then the momentum started, and we'll see what they can do as far as gaining map control, because they absolutely did not have that on Truth. Yeah. So things are going to be really difficult on Strongholds. Obviously, not as many sight lines this time around, so a lot more individually focused battles. Potentially, we'll see. And of course, 2 power-ups on the map, the OS and the Camo, which are vital in importance right now. We can see as Sparty moves out of the base here to try and take advantage of the OS.
Yeah, 2 things I'm going to be looking for right here. I always call for it here on Empire Strongholds. To grab the pit, you're going to have turbine control. I can't say it enough. I say it almost every single time I watch or cast this game type. I'm looking for players who grab height on turbine as the players who are going to be the big difference makers when it comes to trying to grab that stronghold. Good job there from Crexy. He's going to grab that kill. He did grab camouflage at the start of the game, and the pit at the moment in the hands of Halo 6 Hurry. So to combat that, I want to see the boys on the Psychopaths try and move around to turbine, get height advantage on that pit. You can see how good height advantage is right there as he takes down, I believe that was that must have been Snipe Down. He's just taken down. Like, you can't underestimate how important height advantage is in Halo 5. At the moment, they're doing a good job moving the turbine, but they need to do something with this. They need the slays first, and then after that, they can maybe think about taking the pit.
And getting any slays is just so difficult right now. When you look at players like Sparty staying alive despite all odds, collapsing on this guy. And Turbine right here, he can take him out with a nice shot as he jumps over his head. But like you said earlier, turbine control being very important. I agree with you there too, especially because of all the escape routes that you have on turbine. As you're controlling things like pit, you can escape, get around, maneuver, and get some more angles on the enemy team.
Yeah, so it's great not only offensively when you're trying to take the pit, but also defensively. Like you say, you can distract players, and there are so many escape routes through both red and blue sneaky. But also just because you are so high up above the pit, any players trying to take the pit, you're distracting them while you're in turbine. They're looking up at you, they can't see you. All of a sudden you have teammates swarming in on those players. It's such a power position on this map, and you can see Spartan and his teammate just duoing, working together over here on the turbine side of the map, just because they understand how important height advantage here is on Empire. And look at this. This just isn't even fair, dude. He's going to get the reset. We'll get the double before he goes down as well, so he's done his job right there.
I can't even believe he got that double, considering the fact that he was pretty much one shot at the moment that he started it, and the double kill as well from Snipe Down, looking for a triple. He may very well get it with a beautiful nade. I have no idea how it bounced underneath his feet like that, but he makes it work. Yeah,
really well played from him, and I believe it was actually L-Town who stole his overkill. So L-Town with the overshield, he's going to be doing just fine, stealing Snipe Down's overkill right there. Spartan at the moment has camouflage as well. Total control in the hands of H6 Hurry. The American pros coming in and showing Canada what they're all about.
They really are, as Snipe Down's trying to channel his inner spring jump right here. He
gets
it on the third try. Spring jumps being a huge mechanic in this game. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more as the game continues to evolve, but Snipe Down essentially just capturing that base. They do have 5 points on the board, but really this is very well out of their favor as far as Psychopath goes.
Yeah, those 5 points actually came in while Halo 6 Hurry were prioritizing those power-ups, right? So you won't get the 100-0 shots out. That's all well and good as long as you grab those power-ups every 2 minutes. You lost 5 points, but as a result, look at the ecosystem on the map right now. Definitely momentum in the favor of Halo 6 Hurry. They're going to get a triple cap for around a couple of seconds right here. And all the while it's going to be Psychopaths on the back foot. So you give them those 5 points, but you're still scoring and you still have total dominance and control of the map.
Yep, I completely agree. If there is any point in the game to give up cap control, it's the point where you take those power weapons on your, in your favor. And oh my God, the team, just synergy right there. Spartan coming in with the ground pound to take out that player. Players spawning and dying around the map and the bottom of the tower as well. There really seems like there's nothing that Psychopath can do as they're being just shot in all of their escapes, being forced into just terrible situations.
They were actually gifted a really good turbine spawn right there, so they have a chance here to take the pit. That first lay on Snipe Down is good. They need the second one to go in their favor. So now it's a 1-for-1 trade. This next lay is going to be huge. You can see Spartan's intent. If he wins this fight, they get the pit. But unfortunately, Suspect is in there contesting. Looks like there is still a pit fight going down, so Crexy will actually leave it to his teammate. That's Dark Sky going in and winning the fight against Suspect and winning the pit for his team. But just I'm saying that again, look at the time that Halo 6 Hurry have given up this stronghold right as the power-ups are coming up, Alex.
Yeah, exactly. It's happening again. They do get their, the small fraction points. I do like that they managed to grab 2 caps again. We have some good shots from Wino with the acceptable trade right there. Perfect for perfect. And grabbing the camo. So I like this. Here is the one opportunity they have to do something, and he gives away the camo too quick. DOS being in control of Aiden's Suspector right now, who's just perfectly controlling the turbine.
I mean, Crexy, why take that fight? I mean, you gotta expect these professional players to be running in twos when trying to secure power-ups. They're not just gonna try and play solo on those things. He had to jump on Snipe Down. I don't think he realized, but Snipe Down had no idea where he was. Snipe Down thought he was on the power-up location, and he figured he had to start shooting because he knew Snipe Down would see him eventually, but I think he had to jump on Snipe Down right there. Spartan comes in with the help, and the camouflage absolutely useless for Crexy, so a bit of a shame.
Yeah, and it was a great effort right there. I want to say the last effort, really, from Psychopath trying to break that setup. They dived into pit, managing to take a couple of kills, but really just it was answered back so strong on the USA side here right now as they collapse onto blue base, take out these kills. H6 Hurry is going to hurry their way into the finals of this tournament. We're going to see them all Sunday for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Halo 6 Hurry coming out with the win, 3-0 against the Psychopaths. Definitely favorites to win this tournament here at EGLX Toronto. The professional players making the journey north. And taking a look at the stats, I mean, the damage dealt, I just had a quick glimpse of that column. It's all in the favor of Halo 6 Hurry. And check it out. Tyler, Spartan the Dog, 16 and 7 from him. And just a really fantastic job all round, just outslaying the enemy team right there from Halo 6 Hurry. Really great job.
Yeah, an amazing job from Halo 6 Hurry. But something that we'd expect. And it is unfortunate because I was hoping there'd be a little bit more contention on the side of Psychopath, which we didn't really see, especially in those last 2 games. That was just kind of absolute destruction on the side of H6 Hurry. But the only thing you can really look at, it's okay, even if you are the losing team in these scenarios, because the amount of experience that they're gaining just being at this event, understanding where they stand as far as the tier list of Halo goes, I feel like you should take this failure really as an encouragement to continue and to work harder, to get better, and to win those future games.
Yeah, experience is an underrated value that people kind of look over when you look at teams and you look at competition and playing against enemy teams. I mean, it's more likely than not when you come to a tournament like this, the more experienced team is going to be winning the series because it is such a high-pressure situation. I mean, you come to a tournament like EGLX, there's so many things going on. There's expo stuff, there's stalls, there's just loud music, there's people behind you, stood behind you, watching you. You don't realize how much that affects your gameplay. I mean, I was playing on the stage yesterday. It was pretty late in the day when we were playing the All-Star game, so it was a little bit more quiet, but still, I mean, I still heard hustling and bustling happening during the expo, and you don't realize how much that kind of knocks your concentration, and as you get more experience, as you get more tournaments under your belt, you start to, be able to zone those things out. It's definitely a skill. So that's something that in my opinion, Psychopaths can take away from this series. Playing against such high-level competition is going to be nothing but good for them, especially in an environment like this.
But, I mean, man, you're talking about, it's tough to focus. I completely agree. There's a lot that's happening. I do have to say, though, you were a bit of a star player yesterday. I mean, you actually did an amazing job. I don't know if you guys know, but Wonderboy has some skill in Halo, and he showed showcased that yesterday, actually. This tournament, By the way, guys, it's not an HCS tournament. We do a couple things a little bit differently here, and yesterday is a perfect example of that. If you want to see Wonderboy play with the likes of the best Canadian players, and on the other side, we had Walshy play with the best USA players, and we had some Halo 3 throwback games as well, and they were so hyped. Wonderboy, you went off a couple times, dude. Despite the pressure, you made it work. The final boss jersey as well.
I'm just saying, classic Halo, definitely my game. I felt at home during those Halo 3 games, and I hit a couple of highlight reel plays as well. Knocked the old man Walshy off the map with the ground pound. That felt pretty good. And then domed him with a no-scope as well on Narrows. That felt really good. And then I think I hit L-Town off the map with the hammer as well on Guardian.
Oh my god, the hammer kill on Guardian.
Yeah.
There's this one hammer kill, guys, that is just, it was like a hammer extension. The distance that you got to just smack him completely clean off the map.
And I saw him flying off, knew there was no way for him to thrust back on the map because it was a Halo 3 Classic. I just started teabagging, man. I'm like, L-Town, that was from my boys at Fuse. That's a revenge for Orlando right there.
Yeah, if you guys want to see some classic Halo 3 action in Halo 5, we were running the playlist. We had Slayer, actually a CTF on Narrows, and we had Oddball on Guardian, which is just super classic. So you can go back, you can see it in the VODs. I'm sure we'll put it up on YouTube as well. Right now you're following GT Halo, that's Greater Toronto Halo, really trying to push things in the Canadian Halo scene and really just grow Halo as a community altogether.
Yeah, they're doing great things, man. I mean, I know the GT Halo community is really close-knit. I know you've been involved with some of the stuff that has been going down, but I love small communities like this. It's so important to have these types of events where players from these kind of local communities can get these big event experience before they can start thinking about going to proper HGS sanctioned events, and they can really test their skills at these types of expos and these types of tournaments before they can, you know, think about whether or not it's worth it to you know, journey south to North America or maybe even elsewhere in the world to start competing in these sort of events.
Absolutely. And I mean, I know, you know, it's 2018, we're still running H5, we've got teams in the roster called H6 Hurry, so, you know, I understand that some of you, you know, the passion for Halo at some points, it teeters, it wanes, you know?
Yeah.
But I think the ultimate love for Halo is still there. There is still that passion. I love it. I can't get away from it. Whether it's Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I always find a way to stick with it in some way, right?
Yeah.
So Halo 5 still bringing some excitement for me, but really looking forward to seeing what they do with the franchise as we move things onwards into the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I am going to guess that we are ready to throw to a break, Alex. I've actually just heard it in my ear. So don't go anywhere. You're watching EGLX Toronto. When we come back, we have some more Halo 5 Guardians action.
See you guys around.